For more than 2 decades, he's been one of the most powerful and feared men on Earth. Some call him a patriot who rebuilt Russia's pride. Others, a dictator who silenced freedom and waged war. Who is the real Vladimir Putin? He is one of the most powerful and polarizing figures of our time. To some, he restored Russia's pride. To others, he represents fear and control. This is the story of Vladimir Vladmirovich Putin, from a quiet boy in Leningrad to the unshakable face of modern Russia.
Subscribe to my channel.
Vladimir Putin was born on October 7, 1952, in Leningrad, now St. Petersburg. His parents, Vladimir Spiridonovich Putin and Maria Ivanovna Shalomova, were survivors of war and hardship. They lived in a communal apartment where several families shared one kitchen and bathroom. Growing up in scarcity, young Vladimir learned the values of discipline, endurance, and secrecy. As a teenager, he developed a passion for spy novels and Soviet heroes. At 12, he began judo training, the sport that would teach him balance, respect, and resilience. Judo teaches you to respect your opponent, to understand when to yield and when to strike. Vladimir Putin. After graduating from Leningrad State University with a law degree in 1975, Putin joined the KGB, the Soviet intelligence agency. He was trained in espionage, surveillance, and foreign intelligence operations. By the mid-1980s, he was stationed in Dresden, East Germany, fluent in German and tasked with gathering intelligence on NATO activities. When the Berlin Wall fell in 1989, Putin faced the collapse of everything he served. He recalled standing in a KGB office surrounded by protesters, waiting for orders from Moscow that never came. Moscow was silent. No one answered. The country I served had vanished. Putin recalling 1989. That night, the Soviet Union's decline became deeply personal, shaping the man who would later vow to restore its power. In 1991, Putin left the KGB and returned to his hometown. He joined Anatoly Sobchak, the first democratically elected mayor of St. Petersburg, as an aide and later deputy mayor. Here he built vital connections and a reputation for efficiency and loyalty. By 1996, Putin was summoned to Moscow, where he rose swiftly through government ranks. In 1998, President Boris Yeltsin appointed him head of the Federal Security Service, the successor to the KGB. A year later, he became Prime Minister of Russia. As Russia faced terror attacks in the war in Chechnya, Putin declared, "We will chase the terrorists everywhere, even into the toilet. We will kill them there." To a nation weary of chaos, his words were strength.
Subscribe to my channel.
In December 1999, Yeltsin resigned and named Vladimir Putin as acting president of Russia. In March 2000, Putin officially became president of Russia. He promised stability and renewal after a decade of post-Soviet turmoil.
Subscribe to my channel.
The economy grew, state authority was re-established, and many Russians felt pride again. But behind the revival came centralization of power and the gradual erosion of political freedom. Putin tamed the powerful oligarchs, silenced critical media, and reasserted the state's dominance. To his supporters, he saved Russia from collapse. To his critics, he built a system of authoritarian control. In the early 2000s, Russia's global image shifted, no longer the fragile post-Soviet state, but a nation led by a man who demanded respect and obedience. War has defined Putin's rule as much as politics. Each conflict shaped his image as either protector or aggressor. Chechnya's separatist revolt threatened Russia's unity. Putin launched a massive military offensive, brutal and decisive. Cities were leveled, thousands killed. By 2009, Chechnya was under Moscow's control. To many Russians, it proved Putin's strength. To others, it exposed his ruthlessness. In 2008, Russian forces invaded Georgia over the breakaway region of South Ossetia. The 5-day war was short but symbolic. a message to the world that Russia would no longer retreat from its borders. In 2014, Russia annexed Crimea from Ukraine after a disputed referendum. The West called it an illegal occupation. Inside Russia, Putin's approval soared above 80%. It was a turning point, marking the return of a defiant nationalist Russia. In 2015, Russia entered the Syrian conflict to support Bashar al-Assad. Airstrikes changed the course of the war, but caused devastating civilian losses. It proved Russia's global reach and Putin's resolve to challenge U.S. influence abroad. In February 2022, Putin launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine, calling it a special military operation. The move isolated Russia internationally and triggered global sanctions. Putin claimed he was protecting Russian speakers and resisting NATO expansion. But to the world, it was a war of aggression, one that would define his legacy. Away from politics, Putin's private life remains hidden. He married Lyudmila Skrebneva in 1983, and they had two daughters, Maria and Katerina.
Subscribe to my channel.
In 2013, after 30 years, they quietly announced their divorce. They live their own lives, and I protect them from mine. Vladimir Putin. His family stays out of public view, protected by the secrecy that defines his world. Officially, Putin earns a modest salary. Unofficially, reports suggest hidden wealth worth billions, held through proxies and loyal oligarchs. From palaces to private jets, the rumors persist. The Kremlin dismisses them, leaving his fortune one of modern politics' deepest mysteries. In more than 2 decades of rule, Vladimir Putin has transformed Russia and reshaped world politics. He has restored national pride and instilled fear in opponents.
Великой Победы! Ура!
Subscribe to my channel.
He's admired as a hero by some, condemned as a dictator by others. Few leaders have commanded such loyalty or controversy. History will decide whether he rebuilt a nation or bound it in chains of his own making. Power is a means, not an end. But in the wrong hands, it becomes both. Vladimir Putin.
Subscribe to my channel.